I also feel like we've had some like light bulb moments while we were going that I haven't had an opportunity to put into action. Like, I'm pretty sure I now know how to open a safe in one of the rooms. Maybe we'll see that room, maybe we won't. Spare room, pantry, guest room. I almost want to, like, on purpose hit a bunch of dead ends early. Yeah. Let's just up our step count real quick. See if there's anything of note in here. Yep, we've seen that note before. I don't see any treasures or anything. But I've learned, like, you need to really appreciate the room a little bit before you move on, just in case. Like, these paintings might be significant, I don't know. I still refuse to, like, spoil myself on this game, so I've not really paid too much attention to anyone else playing it. The parlor with a prize is pretty nice. Yeah, gems are good. Gems are important. And if we're gonna draft that bedroom, sorry, that closet, it'd be great to have it next to the bedroom. Alright, let's take our key. The wind-up key. The other two boxes are true. The other two boxes are blue. So you're a liar. And you're a liar. Oh, sneezy boy. The other two boxes are empty. I trust you, box. I believe you. Thank you. 3 gems. Alright. Bedroom curve. I know I said I wanted dead ends, and I think I still want dead ends. I think I will do a storeroom here. Grab a little money. A key, a gem. Alright, 4 gems, 1 key. We still have more steps than we started with. We've dead-ended a little bit. We gotta be more careful now. We do not want more dead ends. So this gets me 1 exit. This gets me 1 exit. There's really no reason to take the courtyard right now. So let's do the den so we make another gem. Got a fireplace. I don't think there's anything significant about these rooms. Or this room in particular. For all I know, everything's significant, but again, still new here. I'm sad when an inanimate object is a liar. A pocket knife that claims it's surgical steel. Dirty, dirty liar. Alright, the chapel is a great grab here. We'll lose $1, but like, it gives me 2 exits. Keeps the run alive. Secret passage, though, I would love to draft that soon. But not right now. Nothing of note to grab. This way. Another bedroom. It would curve down. Yeah, let's do it. Bedroom. There's a chance this could pay out for us. Like now, if I draft the closet where we get bonus items adjacent to a bedroom, that would be quite nice. Of course not. Security, though. Security keeps me going, and I would like to go in there, so let's pop that. Alright. We haven't found the fuse box yet. I don't see a reason to even hit the computer yet. I'm rolling in gems, though. God damn it. $4 in the pantry, plus probably a piece of fruit. Billiard room gets us keys. We don't really need the keys yet. Alright, grab some money. Grab an apple. We're still above the starting footsteps. Didn't this game used to have a have a number of steps mechanic? Yeah, that's the upper left up there. Alright, Nook gets me a key. Library might be nice. Opportunity to earn and spread money. 2 gems. We have $7. This might not be the worst play right here. Like, we don't want to do the library because it's a dead end. So, like, Nook for a key, or we spend 2 gems for money. I haven't done this room too often, so there might be stuff in here. Alright, if there's any puzzles going on the shelves, I'm not familiar with them yet. The antechamber lever is in the greenhouse is broken. I don't think there's enough time to put in another work order before Simon arrives. Just make sure the west and east levers are operational. I've heard people talking about this recently. Been out for a while. It's really held on to the cultural zeitgeist. Examine documents more closely? Is there a reason to do this? I guess if we see something really tiny on a thing, that's when we want to bust it out. Right now, it's probably not helping us out. And that's just letting us know the lever's broke. Alright. Spread Golden Estate. Checks will be placed in each staff member's room. This includes each servant's quarter and maid's chamber currently on the estate. Don't rent it now. Do spread gold in the estate. Staff incentives program. Do it. Number of gold coins have been withdrawn from the staff incentives program. And you know what? Yeah, run payroll. Do it. Exit. Some have extra deets. Like that one paper in security. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's not get any spoilerific things in here. I like to be as blind as I can be. Now, surely this one has some secrets on it. Pantry. Boop. Now, where's my money? If you try with your eyes closed, oh, good point. Now, it wasn't really much of a spoiler because we have seen this document before. Swan Song. I should write that down. I have a notepad for this game. We're going analog on this one. Where's my pen? I'll use a pencil, that's fine. Swan Song. Terminal pass. You didn't have Swan Song before? No. Like, I knew this document had scribbles on it, but we couldn't figure it out because, like, from this distance, I can't quite make that out. But with this, I could. This is the first time I've had the magnifying glass and the document at the same time. So that all came together for me. Bathtub and bat. Money. Do do do. Do 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 do. Swan song. Do 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 do. Did it walk? Did it log in? Oh, R2. God damn it. God damn it. I didn't notice the button down there. First time I'm typing in here. Do 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 do. Password accepted. Connecting the network. Alright, what do we get for this? Staff services, remote terminal access, electronic mail, data transfers, glossy terms. Staff services. Request schedule change, special orders. Place a special order. Brass compass. Magnifying glass, metal detector, running shoes, shovel. Sledgehammer and shovel are both pretty tempting here. Let's do shovel. Prove order. No one ever has to wander around a spooky house when their uncle dies in a flop house. Poverty might be a good thing. You must spend the night in my shanty. Data transfers from Cinca are not currently available. Electronic mail. Permission this terminal do not allow access to electronic mail. Remote terminal access. Possible to connect to other active terminals elsewhere. View active terminals. Office is off. Online. Everything else is offline. Remember to read the paper on the desk for your magnifying glass. Log out. This one? Unless written by hand. Alright. Red notes written by hand can be trusted. That one's not written by hand. Okay. So we're dead-ended here. Let's go up to chapel. That's our one active room. Stealing my money. Alright, hallway. Gets me one exit. Closet's a dead end, kitchen's dead ends. Well, by process elimination, we're going hallway. Did I pick up the money that was supposed to be in this room? Crap. Did I pick up the money that was supposed to be in that room? Where was office? I spread money there. Picked up pantry, I picked up security. Yeah, I forgot. Good thing this is a free room. There it is. Gotta remember, there's money in these rooms. Except for apparently this one. A ripoff. Is it worth my time? If I go back, I can get more money. Oh, a chest? Yeah, I'd do it. Worth it. 2 rerolls? But you're also losing money. I do lose one in that room, but I only lose it every time I pass through there. If I get multiple coins in each of the other rooms, complete victory. It does cost me steps, but we've gotten a good number of extra steps. Problem is when we enter a room like this and there are no steps. That's a bummer. Nothing special on this one. I heard the ding 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 of someone turn off a lamp. Who's still awake? It's 1 AM. Bunch of sickos out there. I'm the only one that's supposed to be awake at this time of night. May the 2nd. Going on, Gomper? There's my money. Your feet are rentals. Okay. That was the storeroom. That's all the money we're getting here. You missed out on multiplayer Balatro, Gomper. It's a lot of fun. Having jokers that interact with another player really adds some fun depth to the game. Nothing there. Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked. That's a lie! Corridor. Nook is a dead end, right? Actually, no, it's not a dead end. Courtyard, though, for 1 gem, totally worth it. 2 different directions. I have 2 gems. Save those rerolls for when we really need those rerolls. We have no keys, but there's a chest in here. Let's try and remember that. Man, a shovel would be great. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Damn, I was just over there. We should have gone outside and did the shed first. The shed's a new addition for me, so I'm forgetting it. Locked? That's a bummer. Alright. Spare room. Corridor is always left unlocked. Well, that's probably the right answer here. Candlestick? Two gems. Don't have 2 gems. Lavatory is a dead end. Library keeps us moving. Passageway requires 2. Library, help me out. What book do we have here? The EPCW Pump User Manual. Whether you're using a single tank system or an array of pumps, the water control panel serves as a central hub for your EPCW system. The panel is fitted with a number of buttons equal to your own home's needs, 1 button for each different water source on the estate. The function is simple. Press a button to select the water source you would like to adjust. For example, if you wish to drain or fill your pool, simply press the button labeled Pool. Regardless of the number of pumps or water sources being used, water can only be adjusted from a source if its corresponding button is selected. Alright, water level indicator, source labels, selection buttons. After you've selected a source using the water control panel, the next step is to set the pump associated with that source to pump either in or out. This will initiate flow to or from the source. A pump may be connected to more than 1 tank, allowing you to store and retrieve even more water. Recommended for cleaning larger Olympic-sized pools. In these cases, the tank a pump is using can be changed by a simple flip of a switch. Alright, select and pump. I guess that's nice, having this knowledge. I would like to order a different book. Can't remember if we can do that, or if it's just kind of random chance. Good. Alright, that's the records. And that's the scrapbook, so no. I guess it's in between books we get to order books. Whee! Nothing on the shelves for me to grab. Well, fingers crossed, this is not locked. Please don't be locked. Sweet. A package will be delivered here the day after drawing this room. That is a dead end. Commissary lets me keep going. Observatory lets me keep going. One star each time we've drafted the observatory. I don't remember what we're on, but it's probably worth drafting. Commissary, though, we might be able to buy keys, and we have some money. Alright, commissary is the best chance of getting us out of a dead end here. God, I want to play the arcade. Swan song. Commissary will be closed. Nope, that's a lie. Huh. With, without. A graph? A minecart? No, it has to be chart and cart, right? So chart. And then cart. So without an H. I still don't quite understand, like, what we're doing with that. I'll just denote the letter H on my notes. On day 20 and 21, 50% off. Stonks without trolley problem. Alright, a key does get me out of a problem. I don't know what a salt shaker does. What's going on, Skeletor? Yeah, I will definitely buy a key. Map. We went through the courtyard, right? Yeah, and there is some place for me to go. Courtyard has plenty of digging opportunities. You know what? Gonna buy the shovel. And since I'm here and I have the money, I will buy a gem as well. Nook for a key? God damn you. You may draw new floor plans while drafting this room. You know what? I got the gem. Let's do it. Simple fact that we get free rerolls and 2 exits makes it pretty worth my while. Any prizes in here? Anything nice? Alright. I don't know if I want to use my 1 key yet, you know? We got a spare room, a gymnasium. Let's use the free redraw here. Billiard room's a great way to get some more keys. Let's do the billiard room. Oh boy. Having already worked and then played a lot of Balatro, I have concerns about what's about to happen. Alright. So it is blue is addition, yellow subtraction. I forget the color for multiplication. I do want to go back to the courtyard, but might as well do what we're doing right now first. Okay. Shit. 37 minus 17 is 20. Great. You don't think they made a 3D model Jimbo to chase you around while laughing wildly, do you? Maybe, I don't know. Alright, so that's multiplication, that color? And yellow is subtraction. Good lord. So we have addition. This gets confusing just for, like, when they're both on the same thing, I struggle with... So we have one... We need to subtract a 1 and divide by a 1? Or are we multiplying? We're multiplying. So we're going to be using 1 to subtract and multiply, and a 2 to subtract and multiply. We got a 4. 10 minus 4 is 6. Minus 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. Minus 1 is 7, times 1 is 7. Maybe, is that right? No. No, it is not right. God damn it. Man, I do not know the order in which we have to do all these things. I guess there's also the plus. Blue is plus. 15? Oh no. If I just knew what order I'm supposed to do these things in, and how it works when they are... Because yellow is definitely subtract, and red is multiply. And blue is addition. Nicolas Cage and Jimbo's House of Ballot. I would watch it. I'd watch pretty much anything with Nicolas Cage, though, to be honest. I do love a Nicolas Cage. So 10 minus 4 brings us down to 6. And with that 6, we need to subtract 2. Brings us 4, and then multiply by 2. That's 8. Subtract 1 is 7. Multiply by 1 is 7. But we already did 7. 7 wasn't right. After he freaked out in the bathroom in Mandy, I've been a fan again. I never stopped being a fan. The man's great. I could never forgive him for Ghost of the Badlands. I will never blame him for that. Because, like, really, it's not his fault. Writer and director... The man is doing what he's told. I still think he gave a good performance in that movie. What number do we start with? That's the question. Do we start with 10 and then subtract 4? Are we adding 10 and 4 together to make 14? What the hell are we doing here? Want the answer since you have math burnout? Prefer to work it out. Itty bitty, if you could walk me through it just so my brain can catch back up to how this works. Because that's really, like, I don't mind doing the math. My frustration is more, I don't remember what number we pick and where we go from there. Felt like it was directed by a drunk middle-aged Astro Boy. It was a Japanese director, right? I feel like... Or was it Korean? No, Japanese. Shit, it was 6. You have to walk me through what happened there. That way I know. Goes from in to out. The color relates to the process you use. So for this one, we're starting on the inside, 2. We're adding 2. And then the next thing would be 2 again, so we're adding 2 to 2, making it 4, but we're multiplying? I mean, it would be 4 either way, right? So this one would be 5. That one was less complicated than the one before for me. But there we go, we got a key. I have special keys. It's the silver key. Remind me, silver key, what's your deal? Lead to a room with many doors. I mean, if there's any a time I would want many doors. Is that the one? I feel like I might be able to do better. We have 2 locked doors, we have 1 key. I have a shovel. This might be the time where I actually do go back to the courtyard before I get too far away. We're burning steps here, burning steps. Dig it up, dig it up, dig it up, dig it up. Old can, great. My investment is paying off so well already. Wow. No, it wasn't worth it. Well, now that I'm here, I'll use my key here. Alright, the hall is great. Dining room is great. What rank are we at right now? Rank 4. Adds the locker room, sauna, and pump room to the pool. I do not have a gem. I was really hoping to like find a gem. Alright, we'll do dining room in the off chance that we do eventually find... Like, we'll make it to rank 8, potentially. That'll be a great payoff for us. I'm so sad we didn't find any place to dig. Let's move upwards. Ooh, a gem! The Nook. Oh, the garage is a dead end, but we get 3 keys. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. And that gets me outside for the shed, and I don't have to run all the way back down. Christoph, this is the 3rd time this month. I don't see any secrets on there. Boo-doo, ba-da-ba, doo-doo. Damn, I don't have the car keys, you're right. Curses. Well, it would have been great, but still nice to have the keys. The Rumpus Room. West Wing Hall would be a waste at this point. Rumpus Room, though. I have not been in there. Man, I would like to go in the Rumpus Room. I guess I could bunk just to make some steps back. Head back over to the drawing room and the billiard room where we have 2 different doors that we could open. Rumpus is a great word we need to use more often. Who's a good hamster? Oh, right, it counts as 2 bedrooms, but we don't actually get the steps. But gems! Gems are nice. I like gems. Do wish it counted as 2 bedrooms for steps, though. How many we got? 23, 2, 21, 20, 19, 18. We'll have 18 by the time we're opening our next door. That's probably fine. Hopefully someplace I could dig. I would love to do some digging. With my $4, buy another gem. Keep me gem rich, you know? Oh, we walked by a box that was locked. Son of a bitch. Ooh. Dead end, not a dead end. This is why I bought the gems. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. Sledgehammer, even better. Turnip, 6 steps. Delightful. Alright, no more worrying about padlocks. Another turnip? I've never had so many tin cans. Oh, attic. That would have been great. This is a bummer. More likely to draw red rooms is a little gross. You know what? We have 2 rerolls. This is a great opportunity for one. Observatory. Sure. It uses my gem, but you know what? Rooms with 4 doors are more common. Wow. A little late in the day for that. Farmer's apple, we'll have apples, and then keys the next 2 days. Bean! Alright. Won't complain about that. I don't know what that's a painting of. This doesn't look like the world as I know it. I wonder if there's any functional use to doing that. Well, let's get out of here. Straight up and left. Damn, what room had the box? Was it a corridor? I'm willing to burn a step or 2 for that box. Library, corridor, courtyard. Maybe the courtyard. Yeah, I think it was the courtyard. You never know what we're gonna find in a box. There it is. We got security card and a gem. Gem's gonna help a lot. Alright, we gotta waste a few steps going back to where we were. Hopefully, what rank are we right now? Rank 4 still, Jesus. We're never gonna have that meal. The Great Hall. 7 locked doors. Hotel room key and a pepperoni. Delicious. I mean, sure. We have 2 keys. Let's do the safe bet first. Closet, weight room, half your steps. Reroll! You will no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential floor plans. You cannot see the floor plans while drafting this room. I mean, that gets me out. We have 1 key. Lord. man. What about you? Freebie. Well, that's just great. What a room. Tremendous sense of value. This one. There are ways to disable red room effects, right? Yes. The archives. This is a new room for me. And a security key. Excellent. 10. Magnifying glass. It'd be great if you weren't right there. Marigold wins Harold Liriana. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book Swimbird had been chosen as the Harold Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning this prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. She was no stranger to the public eye even before her literary success, the niece and closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair. Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political associations one might make with the Sinclair family. Swimbird author never considers herself a success. Herself a success. She confided my son was the one who actually got me to stop writing. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime, and so we ran out of books we owned. My imagination had to take over from there. Soundtrack's pretty good. It's a good game. Just overall. Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red. A statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that viewed that book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty of the throne. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were one of the 36 names that appeared on a leaked dossier naming them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility for the attack, it is widely believed the authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of Blackwater. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in a statement released on Friday, maintaining the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. Local author and popular personality Marion Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner, Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, who Marigold has past referred to as her mentor, friend, lover, and confidant. Marigold is the third prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Was seen at the corner suspicious bag under waved down a local. This is the third major last year. It's anticipated charged by the Manning was the last. The trial begins on to expected to last up to with grand treason. No trace is discovered of Cinca Aris, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marion Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 Friday, getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Mrs. Oh god, it goes back. Mrs. Jones never arrived home, and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned, but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point, and we are seeking information. Damn it. Oh, Lord. A magnifying glass, you're making life hard. Priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum heist. Thieves in the royal capital of Fen Ares have broken into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles, at least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds dredging for clues. Museum authorities said they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders, seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke in the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orinda Ares. The priceless crown jewel, whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If these rumors are true, the evidence may suggest the theft was politically motivated. I did it! I read it all! Now I'll never need to read it again. Beep boop! Children's books and high crimes. I have $1, so we're not going there. I'll take the secret one. Damn. The door opened on its own? Oh, because that is the foundation. 6 steps. I guess while I am in this room, might as well do all the drafting, right? Laboratory. It's a little late to put a science experiment together. Ooh, that's the one room I wanted. Okay. Right? Right? That is the boudoir? Hell yeah, boudoir. Alright. So, the boudoir. When editing the VODs, I figured this one out. Because I was staring at this picture, and the whole time I'm like, alright, there's a safe in this picture. The safe's in the room. Is the code something to do with, like, the number of ornaments? The number of presents? What's going on, Ponty? But then it dawned on me, maybe it's a date. Maybe it's as simple as the room is decorated for Christmas in the picture. The safe is an unwrapped present. That's less insane. It is! Alright, well that's good. That makes me feel good. Four. How you doing, Ponty? Herbert, I was distraught to learn that you've chosen to omit the details of our dear Marion's disappearance from the public record. It is no surprise to me that the royal court would want this embarrassment kept as quiet as possible, but I'm shocked that you have so little regard for your niece that you would play the king's scullion and stoop to kissing the foot that treads upon her memory. She gave up her family, her fortune, and her life, and all you could do was think of your name. Having never had a family name nor fortune of my own, I cannot personally condemn you for faltering in your commitment to make the same sacrifice as she did. But for the love of God, do not, by that same display of weakness, clutch your petty assets so tightly that you undermine the cause that she forfeited everything to further. Our countrymen must be made aware of the price she paid, and must be made to see the color of the flag she flew as she rode into the darkness of 100 nights. Deny her stories, deny her life. If through your silence you bless this betrayal, our son, Simon, your heir, will inherit a fortune of lies and will spit upon your grave when he learns of your cursed foolishness. Needless to say, we will not be coming for Christmas this year. My Blueprints is a little pixel wizard. What's going on, Yaktaro? Still waking up. How's Blueprints? It is a good game. A good game. We only just really started this. Earlier we were... Oh my goodness. Mr. Zombie. Before this we were doing multiplayer Balatro, which is a lot of fun. How's it going, Zombie? Thank you for that raid. Someone give that zombie a shout out. Ah, Claire Obscure. How are you liking it? Because it is good. It's a good one. Come on, bedroom of some kind. Fuck, the rumpus room? We have 4 steps. I would like to see the rumpus room. But the thing is... 3, 2... No, not that way. Crap. 2 steps. I'll go down to... Man... I don't think I can make it into the foundation, can I? If it's, we lose a step and then the 2 steps from the gymnasium, like the initial walking in brings us to 3, and then 2 and then 1, we hit 0 in the foundation. But there's a lot of digging sites in the foundation, so if it's just we lose 2 and not the initial 1, we would have 1 left over in this room. And that would give us a little hope. Because then we could dig up a turnip or something. But I do not remember if we lose 2 on top of the 1 or not. Because one of those is like, Doom! It's Doom! The other one is not so Doom. What's going on, Sally? I don't know if anyone here remembers how it works. I guess we'll just do the rumpus room. 2 on top of the 1? That's what I think. So we'll play it safe. We'll explore a new room. I feel like the rumpus room is a good idea, just for knowledge's sake. Nara! At 1:30, oh, you get ready for bed? That's when you show up? My goodness. Don't be the car keys. You monster! That's just mean. That's mean. How you doing, Nara? My god, there's so much money in the rumpus room. Can we play Zoltan here? Oh, hell yeah, we can.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a drumming coin.
I wasn't expecting this.
You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
You're going to run out of steps very, very soon.
The image is becoming clear. I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand.
Well, I'm glad she's okay.
Looking for something he was told he would not find.
Kitty.
I see a black cat tied to a red flag. I hear the wind blowing.
Black cat tied to a red flag? That sounds like something I should write down.
Stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters.
Alright, we gotta get a boat.
What you have heard here has been foreseen.
If that cat wants to leave, that cat's gonna leave.
by the great Al-Zara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
That rhymes. Well, thanks, buddy. That was neat. And now I will die. I will run out of steps. Well, pass out in the gym. Ugh. Call it a day. Alright. Alright, I'll call it a day. Fine. Why not? A sizable inn. I mean, we did a pretty thorough job of filling in the squares there, my goodness. Let's do another day.